Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Et in terra pars omnibus bone voluntatis.
Laudamus
Benedicimus Te.
adoramus
Glorificamus Te.
gratias agimus
The testimony of Brother William of Montferrat. On August the 7th, Brother William of Montferrat, a priest of the Order of Preachers, stated under oath that about 16 years ago he went to Rome to be there for Lent. The Lord Pope, who was then Bishop of Ostia, received him into his house. During that time, Brother Dominic, the originator and first master of the Order of Preachers, was at the Roman Curia, and often came to the house of the Lord Bishop of Ostia. This is how the witness came to know him. He found the company of Brother Dominic congenial, and began to like him very much. Many times they talked about the means of salvation, for themselves and for others. It seemed to the witness that Brother Dominic was much more of a religious than any man he had ever seen, although he had spoken with many, nor had he met anyone more filled with zeal for the salvation of all. In the same year the witness went to Paris to study theology, but they first agreed and promised that after he had studied theology for 2 years and Brother Dominic had organized his friars, they would go together to convert the pagans in the north. While he himself was studying at Paris, Brother Dominic arrived from Spain. Then he entered the order, receiving the habit of the friars preachers from Brother Dominic. From then on they lived together for long periods of time in various places. He accompanied Dominic to the Roman Curia and other places, traveling back and forth. He observed him while eating, drinking, sleeping, and praying. He saw him both sick and in good health. In all the time they were together, he saw him, Brother Dominic, observing the rule and regulations of the friars preachers with great strictness. Although he would easily give dispensations to his brothers, he would not dispense himself. He kept all the facts prescribed in the rule, both when he was well and when he was sick. Once when they were going to Rome, he noticed that Brother Dominic was suffering from a serious attack of dysentery. Yet this did not cause him to break the fast, nor eat meat, nor order any specially prepared food, except for some occasional fruit or vegetables. The witness knows this to be fact, since he was always with him at meals. In all the other illnesses which he observed, Brother Dominic acted in the same way. When asked where else he saw him sick, the witness answered, "At Viterbo," but did not remember what the sickness was. In all the time William was with him, it often happened that he was accompanied with weeping and tears. Frequently, he awakened the witness and the others with the vigorous sound of his sighs and groans. He firmly believes that Dominic spent more time in prayer than in sleep. All the time they were together, he always slept clothed, keeping on his cloak, belt, and shoes. He never slept on a feather bed, but on the ground, a bench, some chaff, or other straw. He always observed silence at the accustomed and appointed times according to the regulations. He avoided useless conversations, and always spoke either with or about God. When asked how he knew all this, he answered that he was his principal companion, and so lived with him day and night between trips and while traveling. He saw and heard all the cited facts, as they have been related. He firmly believes that Brother Dominic always preserved his virginity. He thinks this true because of the good life he saw him lead. He also heard this from many religious men and others deserving credence who had lived with him for a longer time. Asked who told him this, he answered, the Bishop of Osma, whose canon Brother Dominic was, the canons who lived with him in the world, and others whose names the witness did not remember. He was present at the translation of Brother Dominic, when his body was transferred from its former tomb to the church and put in the place where it is now. The provincial prior and the brethren of the Church of St. Nicholas were afraid that there would be a stench in the tomb where the body lay, because it was a very low place, and much rainwater ran down into the grave. On this account, they did not want any outsiders or laymen to be present when the tomb was opened, but they could not avoid it. The Podesta and 24 noble and respected citizens of Bologna were present at the opening of the tomb. Some of these had been guarding the grave for many nights before it was opened. When they raised the stone which had been placed over the grave and saw the wooden coffin which contained the body of Brother Dominic, a pleasant and delightful aroma arose from the grave. He was never able to decide on the identity of this scent. He and all the others sensed the fragrance. He leaned over and kissed the coffin, and perceived the odor more strongly. The others who were there, both the brethren and the laymen, did the same thing, sensed the same aroma, and wept much out of joy and devotion. Finally, the body was moved to the place where it now lies. Afterwards he saw many persons who related how they had suffered from various illnesses, and had been cured through the merits of Blessed Dominic, but he did not remember who they were or their names. He had not known them previously, because he was there only on official business of the order and could not delay.